Hi, my name is Leslea Hlusko, and I'm a paleontologist. I don't study dinosaurs, I study human evolution, and the University of California at Berkeley pays me to do this. And today I'm reading from the Rad American Women A-Z, written by Kate Schatz and illustrated by Miriam Klein-Stahl. And I've chosen to read R is for Rachel. Rachel Carson, who taught us how to respect and protect the earth. When Rachel Carson was a young girl, she discovered a fossilized seashell buried in a hill on her family's farm. Curious Rachel wanted to know all about it. How old was it? And how did it end up in rural Pennsylvania when the ocean was so far away? Rachel loved to explore nature, and finding the fossil sparked what she called a feeling of absolute fascination for everything relating to the ocean. She also loved to write, and her mother encouraged both of these passions. They spent hours exploring the fields and streams near their house, and at home they read book after book. Rachel published her first story when she was only 10 years old. In college, Rachel went on to study writing, marine biology, and zoology. She wrote articles and radio programs about conservation, and she worked as a biologist, researching underwater ocean sounds. She was one of the only women in the whole country doing this kind of work. By 1956, she'd written 3 books and was credited with introducing the idea of ecology, the study of the natural world, to the public. Rachel is most famous for her last book, Silent Spring, which is about the danger of a pesticide called DDT that was being sprayed on plants to control insects. Rachel's research showed that chemicals like DDT were harmful to the environment, even though the companies that made them told the public that they were safe. She knew the book would be controversial, and at first she was scared to write it, but she knew she had to expose the truth. The makers of DDT did attack her, and she defended her research. Silent Spring became a bestseller, and Rachel appeared before Congress to testify about the dangers of pesticides. They listened, and soon DDT was banned. Rachel's passion for nature and her brave commitment to telling the truth helped start the modern environmental movement. Rachel Carson is one of those figures that keeps popping up in my life. And the very first time I actually even heard of her, I was at a geology field school many years ago before graduate school, and became friends with a woman named Rachel who was really cool. But she spelled her name funny, and when she explained why, it's because she was named after Rachel Carson with only one E. So then I looked her up, and one of the things I keep finding is that in studying human biology, especially thinking about modern health issues, Rachel Carson was one of the first people who kept raising the flag about all these different things that might become a problem with the pesticides and all that. So she's really just made quite a difference across a whole range of issues that relate to affect us today. Advice for future Rad American women. The first one I would say is never apologize for sitting at the cool table. Just take up space, sit there, and never say I'm sorry. And the other thing, it probably isn't really advice, but I think that all girls and women, when we meet each other, if we have the time, get to know the other person and try to figure out what's rad about them. Because when I've had the chance to do that in the past, I've always been amazed that every woman I've met has something totally rad about her.